You're watching ABC7 News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news this hour, students in Parkland, Florida are heading to the state's capital to rally for gun control. And now we're learning new details about what administrators at the accused shooter's previous school knew about him.
Students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School are busing the 400 miles from Parkland to Tallahassee today, spreading the message of their new movement, #NeverAgain. They're demanding lawmakers take action after their classmates were killed in Wednesday's mass shooting on campus.
We are focusing on gun rights and mental health.
New documents show school administrators were aware of his obsession with guns. A so-called education plan from a school for emotionally disturbed students, which he attended before Stoneman Douglas High, reveals the school board was aware that he was preoccupied with wars, terrorism, and people getting killed. Stoneman Douglas High's principal says the goal is to resume classes for students next Tuesday. The State House voting down a motion today to take up a bill which would ban assault rifles, effectively killing the measure for the session. The motion failed by a 36-71 vote along party lines. Republican leaders in the House and Senate say they will consider proposals including raising age restrictions for gun purchases and the red flag bill regarding temporarily taking away someone's guns if they are deemed a threat to others. House Republicans did vote today to declare pornography as a health risk.
Here on the Suncoast, 2 Bradenton students have been arrested, now facing felony charges for threatening Team's Success Charter School. And an arrest is made in the Manatee High School threat, a 14-year-old now charged for that incident. This adds to the list of copycat threats seen here on the Suncoast since the Parkland shootings. Law enforcement sending a strong warning to students. Enough is enough. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick joins us now with more on the story. Jess?
Jacqueline, Scott, 2 11-year-old girls that attend Team Success Charter School are charged with threatening their school through Snapchat. And a Manatee High School freshman is arrested, facing multiple felony charges after police were notified of a note threatening violence to students at his school. Law enforcement is fed up as threat after threat frightens students and their families. They're warning students, if you make a threat, you will be arrested.
Part of it's a leap of faith every day that she'll be okay.
Kay Mathers dropped off her 16-year-old daughter at Riverview High School Tuesday after a Snapchat caused some panic about school safety over the holiday weekend.
Today was harder than dropping her off for kindergarten. Today, it was, I love you. I can't wait to pick you up today.
For Mathers, it wasn't an easy decision to make, to send her daughter to school. Feelings many parents are likely dealing with. The Riverview High School acting principal alerting parents last night that the student that posted the Snapchat wouldn't be in school on Tuesday.
She felt okay, and she should be in school. I mean, all the kids should be in school. They should be focused on what they're doing. And all of this is just such a huge distraction from what they should be doing.
In Manatee County, parents are dealing with the same thing. Braden River Middle, Manatee High, and Team Success Charter School all receiving threats in the last week.
Making school threats is no joke, and people will be held accountable. So if you're a parent out there and you have kids in the school system, you need to sit down and talk to them about it.
Manatee County Sheriff's deputies are warning that students will be arrested and face felony charges. And from the district level,
automatically a 10-day suspension and movement towards expulsion.
Superintendent Dr. Diana Green says attendance is down slightly, about 6%. She has her own message for parents.
Please talk to your children. Look at what they're doing on social media, because that's how it's being done for the most part these days, and to continue to talk to their children about threats of violence.
There was a threat made at Braden River Middle School yesterday. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office does have a child that they say is responsible in custody, but no charges have been filed yet. Jacqueline.
Okay, thank you so much, Jess. As the nation looks for ways to put a stop to these ongoing school shootings and threats, Sarasota County Sheriff Tom Knight wants to improve security at local schools by putting retired law enforcement and military veterans on campuses. The sheriff says his department would provide specialized training. Those retired vets and officers would specifically learn about defensive tactics and active shooter scenarios.
It's important for us to understand that these police officers have strategic tactical training. They have the ability to go on campuses with their training, and they are armed. They do have weapons. They are concealing their weapons under concealed carry permits or are allowed to carry them under federal guidelines.
The added security would allow retired first responders to stay actively engaged in the community through the school's resource programs. Sheriff Knight says the state needs to change legislation dealing with concealed weapons on school campuses. He says if lawmakers make changes for the safety of students, he will be ready to take action.
Records set again today here on the Suncoast related to the heat outside. Let's get more with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Yeah, the big dome of high pressure continues to bring record temperatures across the area. High temperature today, get this, 90. The all-time record high for the month of February was 88, set back in 1997, so we eclipsed that mark by 2 degrees. And here's a look at that. Now, this is, again, for February 20th. The old record high was 85, so we beat that by 5 degrees. And then for the entire month of February, it was 88, set back in the same year of 1997. And the low this morning was 70. Both those numbers typically what you get in June as opposed to mid-February. Unbelievable. 79 right now, the humidity at 64%, winds are out of the southwest at 7, and the pressure continues to rise at 30.27. Well, temperatures right now into the 70s, so it's cooled down a little bit. We'll let you know about some cooler weather that may eventually arrive here coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. You don't have to be a medical doctor to prescribe opioids. A Raycom national investigation found psychiatrists, physician assistants, and nurse practitioners among the top prescribers of opioids in the country. Here's investigative reporter Lee Zurich with Licensed to Pill.
Counting pills one by one takes time.
This is a personal issue to me. It wasn't when I started.
John Dowdy counts pills for a living. He's not a pharmacist, but a law enforcer.
It's hard.
Dowdy knows that pain too well. Last year, a relative died of an opioid overdose. Another barely survived.
Was dead when he got to the emergency room, but the emergency room doctors were able to revive him. And he got treatment, and he's clean now.
The pain Dowdy and thousands of others in Mississippi have felt got the narcotics enforcement chief looking at the number of pills prescribed in his state. It takes a lot of counting to reach that number.
There were over 201 million dosage units of opioids dispensed in the state of Mississippi in 2016.
That's pills.
That's pills, individual pills, 201 million plus. When you do the math, that means that every living, breathing person in the state of Mississippi from infant to elder could have had about 70 dosage units each.
A Raycom Media national investigation analyzed 3 years' worth of data of the top 1,000 Medicare opioid prescribers in the country. The federal program is made up of the elderly and disabled. Our investigation has found some providers prescribe what experts call an alarming volume of opioids, like Medicare's 6th highest prescriber, who's not a doctor but a nurse practitioner in Laurel, Mississippi. Darius McGee works at the Laurel Pain Clinic. In the 3-year period we analyzed, McGee, a nurse practitioner, wrote 43,000 prescriptions for opioids. The doctor at that clinic, Vivek Barkley, only wrote 16,000. Our findings caught the attention of Dowdy.
It would be uncommon for a nurse practitioner at a pain clinic to be writing more prescriptions for opioids than the doctor running the pain management clinic.
To put this in perspective, while Darius McGee has written 43,000 prescriptions in Medicare, the next highest nurse practitioner wrote almost half as much, 20,000 fewer claims than McGee. But it's not just nurse practitioners raising questions. Our analysis also found general practitioners and family doctors writing large amounts of opioids. 199 of these doctors are among the top 1,000 prescribers. In 2015, we found 137 doctors wrote prescriptions for opioids to patients that on average exceeded the number of days in a year.
Let's do the math. In 2015, Colorado pain management doctor Ori Clemens prescribed 117,000 days of opioids to 172 patients. Let's divide the number of days Clemens prescribed opioids by the number of patients. What we get? 685. What that means for the 365 days in 2015, Dr. Ori Clemens prescribed enough opioids to last every patient on average 685 days.
That's definitely going to throw up red flags, and that would be something that certainly we would look at.
As he continues to count the pain pills dispensed in his state, Dowdy's personal pain has given him a new outlook on the opioid crisis.
Why do we want to let another life go? I mean, if we can make a difference and we can save just one life, I think we've won.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a Suncoast congressman fails to show at an event in Nokomis this evening.
Why he decided last minute to not address his constituents.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. You're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Go, okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
I actually started playing the game at 11 years old, so I started a little bit later than most players. But I was actually raised on Fighting Joe. The value here at Robert Trent Jones is unsurpassable. I mean, I have looked to other places. I've traveled all the way across the country. Everything is perfect as far as everything is the golf course, the rolling of the greens. Everything that I've encountered has just been absolutely incredible. And for the money that you spend, for the value that you actually get, it is unsurpassable. I'd recommend it for anybody.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather, and traffic focused on where you live. ABC7, we're here for you.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Congressman Tom Rooney was scheduled to visit Nokomis this evening, but his team announced he will not address his constituents just minutes before the scheduled start of that event.
This comes just one day after Rooney announced he will not seek re-election in November. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us live now from the Nokomis Community Center to find out more on what happened. Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, good evening, Scott and Jacqueline. Yeah, a little change in plans here. We were expecting Congressman Tom Rooney to be here, and we just found out a little while ago he's not going to be here. Now joined by Frank Patty. He is secretary with the Sarasota County Republican Party. Frank, what happened? Why isn't he here tonight?
Well, the congressman didn't want anyone to get hurt, and he was worried about this crew that was out here. They were talking originally about 400 people. And he was very attuned to the fact that someone could get hurt, and he did not want to feel responsible for someone being hurt.
Okay, does this have anything to do with him not seeking re-election?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. He was going to announce that at our meeting, but that never came into the conversation, just the fact that he was concerned for our membership.
Okay, just to reiterate, Congressman Tom Rooney will not be at your meeting tonight.
No, he's not coming to the meeting. No.
Okay, well, thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the update. And your meeting will go on as planned.
Yes. We will not let anybody stifle our free speech. They can stay out here all they like. We're inside. As long as they are peaceful, they have a right to assembly, and we have a right to our meeting.
Okay, well, go enjoy your meeting, and hopefully things remain peaceful in here. That's Frank Patty. He is with the Sarasota County Republican Party. That is the latest here in Nokomis again. Congressman Tom Rooney will not be here. Reporting live from Nokomis this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Rick.
Bob Harrigan's up next with our hot forecast. Stay with us.
Rugs as Art. You know the name. You know the building. But do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
If you've never truly loved your car, you've clearly never owned a Subaru. Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's 2017 most trusted brand, best overall brand, and lowest 5-year cost to own. And Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease the all-new 2018 Subaru Impreza for just $195 a month for 42 months with zero due-it signing. That's right, not one penny. Get more for your money during the Subaru True Love event at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish! In your face, in your face,
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
It's me, Artie. Come see what I collected from the Creative Galaxy in my idea box.
Transform your world.
Will you help me make art?
Before you throw it away,
Hey, I have an idea.
think outside the box.
Go be amazing!
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
Northland Outdoors is about so much more than the biggest fish or the hottest hunting spots. All across the Northland, there are amazing people with incredible stories to tell. We're going to find those stories and share them with everyone. Join us each and every week as we explore the Northland and experience some of the most exciting outdoor adventures in the country right here in our own backyard. This is Northland Outdoors.
If you're looking for a rewarding job you'll love, good news. The perfect job is just a click away. Go to mysuncoast.com/job of the day. It's that easy. Stop searching and go to mysuncoast.com/job of the day to find the perfect job for you.
Bob had a fun day at Englewood
Elementary this morning. That's right. All the 5th graders got together and we gave a little weather class, and they have this nice T-shirt right there. It says Englewood Elementary Eagles. They're the Eagles. Doodad, doodad, doodads. Here's their photo right now, and you can see all of them getting in there. And I'm holding the shirt right there in the middle of all the kids and learning a lot about lightning safety, hurricanes, the water cycle, and all sorts of things. Thanks to Elise Conway, the 5th grade teacher who invited me down there. Appreciate that. And there are the kids. Casey Key webcam showing beautiful conditions out there in the waters. We talked about high pressure ridges too, and what it means usually blue skies. That's why they're actually drawn with a blue H, and that means fair skies. And you can see there's a lot of nasty weather here. That's all that rain kind of rotating around the big blue H now that's anchored firmly over the top of us, producing the record heat today. You can see that rainfall now in Detroit all the way over into Chicago. Flood warnings in effect where you see the bright green, and you can see it's a lot of area. Those are flood warnings now, and also it looks like that will continue for at least the next 36 hours. 79 right now. We have a few clouds around. The dew point 66, that's high, and the high pressure is at 30.27. And looks as though a little bit of fog tonight. That'll be the problem tomorrow morning. About the only downside to our weather, unless you don't like the heat. We are going to get warm again. Upper 80s, we're expecting highs. And near the beaches, we'll see a high right around 87 degrees, 88. We could see 90 degrees once again at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. And from the futurecast, there's a chance for a spotty shower due to that southeasterly wind factor. We'll get up to near 90 degrees. There's a chance for a few spotty showers. But that steady stream of Gulf moisture continues to head into the same place over and over again. And thus the flood warnings and watches are out from Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and into Michigan. Wind chill temperatures. It's still cold in places out west. They're record low temperatures into the single digits. This is a wind chill minus 11 now at Minot, North Dakota, minus 9 in Billings, and 5 in Minneapolis, 73 in Atlanta, and 79 in New Orleans. And as far as the boating forecast goes, looks good. Seas will be running less than 2 feet. No problems there except for the fog. The extended forecast will hot weather tomorrow. Record-breaking possibilities on Thursday, Friday, maybe a couple degrees cooler, but you have to understand our average high for this time of year, 75. So even though it'll cool down a little bit over the weekend, we'll still be into the mid-80s, and that doesn't go away until, looks like, Thursday of next week. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Coming up, we'll introduce you to an amazing Suncoast woman who makes people smile with her unique talent.
This week, the president prepares to host high school students. Protests rage across the country. Will teenagers please to toughen gun laws make a difference? Plus, the Russia investigation's next move. World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today. And named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
So Matt told me to meet him at 7 a.m. sharp right here. It is now 7:01 a.m. You think Matt would leave without me? Hey, is Matt here?
Long gone.
Long gone.
Just missed him.
Just missed him.
All done.
Mr. Sparky guarantees they're on time and the repair is free, so chop chop.
Call 888-8-Sparky.
Matt, you started without me.
I finished without you, too.
Head over to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota, where you'll always get better prices and a bigger selection. Like the area's largest selection of 7-passenger vehicles. Get KBV's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for just $25,999. Or load up the family in your new Dodge Grand Caravan for just $20,999. Drive away in a new Dodge Journey for as little as $17,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in a car accident, the state of Florida only gives you a specific amount of time to file a claim. So act now, give us a call.
Sarasota Opera's 2018 Winter Opera Festival is here, featuring Puccini's Manon Lescaut, Bizet's Carmen, Bellini's Norma, and D'Albert's rarely heard Tieflant. For more information, go to sarasotaopera.org.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
We all have different talents, and sometimes the talent you least expect can do the most to help others.
ABC7's Linda Carson introduces us to an amazing Suncoast woman whose ability to entertain makes the Suncoast a better place to live.
We're here at New College Foundation's Picnic sur la Bay.
Jackie Rogers is a leader on the Sarasota social scene, known for her sense of style and fashion.
I'm a video producer and also a stylist, so I style fashion, food, and prop styling, as well as art directing.
And she's great at creating big events.
I love the logistics of creating things, bringing people together, and then making it happen.
Her husband also plays an important role in the community.
My husband, Angus, is developing the hotel downtown. the Art Ovation down on Coconut and Palm.
Originally from Pennsylvania, she moved here in 1997.
I was working in Philadelphia at the time, and I was hired with Boar's Head, cold cut company, to relocate to Sarasota.
After 10 years here, she started her own production company. She was also deeply involved in community service.
I've been part of Designing Women. I was on the board of Designing Women and also a volunteer there for many, many years. Also, Girls Inc. is one of my passions as well here in town.
She loves using her talents for creating successful events to raise money for important causes.
It's amazing to see what you do and the money you raise touching the lives of people here and again all over the community and all over the Southeast.
A big moment came when she was asked to help at the Cannes Community Health fundraiser.
I thought, yeah, okay, I'll help you, and that'll be great. And so it has. It's been magical for me.
With so many nonprofits holding fundraisers, there's a lot of competition. But thanks to Jackie and her team, the Cannes Community Health Gala, called Cannes Dance, took the town by storm.
It was a matter of selecting the right dancers and gathering the support for the right folks, and then also the more they understand what they're dancing for and the cause, the more they are energized to put that message out in the community.
Cannes Community Health uses the money raised to help people here with HIV and AIDS.
Cannes Community Health is such a complete care and service provider. So they offer everything from pharmacy, you can buy your medicine here. When you're a patient, they offer counseling, dental. They'll scan for Hep C and STDs and AIDS and HIV. So it's a well-rounded facility.
Jackie is so passionate about the cause, she's become a board member. And her life lesson?
That it's really all about people and that connection that you have with people. And if you're not making it, you're not living.
Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Linda, thank you so much. And boy, we talked about the AC.
Yeah.
I mean, they're humming.
You talked about it yesterday and today, and
yeah.
You know, 90 degrees, 70 degrees. Those are June temperatures, and nothing like this in mid-February.
Does this mean hurricane season's not going to start in March?
No. you know, an early,
hopefully not.
Early tropical system not out of the question though. But
okay.
We've had it over the several years with a nice sunset tonight.
We got that, that's for sure. World News Tonight with David Muir's next.
We'll see you again at 11.